Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have the new facelifted Jeep Compass. So let's quickly get into the boot. So this is the limited variant. There's the longitude variant and the S variant. I'll show it to you in a bit. So it gets a rear wiper. Press it once, it opens. It has an electromagnetic tailgate with one touch open and close function. So here, if you press, you can close the boot. You get a light there as well. So 440 liters of boot space. A toolkit is placed here. So this is the tire, spare tire, 215/60R, 16 inches, not an alloy, 16 inches. So yeah, it gets a 60/40 split for the rear seat, some space here, and you get a partial shelf as well. You can hang your stuff here, either sides. So let's quickly close it. So the boot closes on its own. So it gets rear LED tail lights, and the Jeep logo is finished in matte grey because this is the special 88th anniversary edition. You get the reverse parking camera, limited badging there, the reverse parking sensors. So here the tire size is 225/50 R, 18 inches, alloy wheels, 5 Jeep logo, and this is in matte grey. Body color door handles, piano black touch on B pillars, passive entry on both the sides, and here you get a matte grey finish. Composite in over here in matte grey with the Jeep logo. So yeah, this really looks good. Some cuts and creases on the bonnet. So this is the 7-slot grille with matte finish, and then different sort of treatment on the lower half of the car. Matte grey white towing hook of the car. So yeah, let's quickly get into the rear seat. It gets front LED lights and LED DRLs as well with LED fog lights. So doors open wide enough, but the door is quite small. Window area is good. You won't feel claustrophobic. Silver lining of door handles. Power window switch. One touch front and rear power windows. Leather finishing on the door pads. Feels premium. Good padding there. 1 liter bottle will fit easily here. Speaker placement here. Let's quickly get in. Getting in and out for me is a problem because I'm 6 feet tall, and here you get a handle with a hook and a light as well, same as the case there. Then legroom and kneeroom is good, I would say. Under thigh support is also good. Seats are supportive. Door shut with a proper thud. And let me show you the rear armrest. So here you get the rear armrest with twin cup holders, 60/40 split, two adjustable headrests at the rear. 3 people will be comfortable because if you're thin, and the middle seat is also supportive, not that on the firmer side. Rear AC vents with USB here. So yeah, you get height adjustable seat belts as well. So let's quickly get into the driver's seat. Front adjustable headrest, and this is how the dashboard looks. Sorry because there will be a lot of disturbance because many customers are there in the Jeep showroom. So it gets a shark fin antenna, roof wheels, and a panoramic sunroof. You get the controls for the power windows, central locking, and the ORVM controls with the light there as well, as you can see. So Jeep written over here. Gets electric adjust for the driver's seat. So this is the analog instrument cluster, and here you get a driver armrest with some space, twin cup holders. This is the manual gear, electronic parking brake, and here you have a wireless charging function. I don't know if it's available on the particular model. You get a USB-C as well. Does an automatic climate control. Yeah. So this is a small touchscreen here. Now this is the key for this particular variant. You get unlock, lock, and you can open the boot and close the boot by pressing it twice directly from the key. Now here you get headlight controls and fog light controls, intensity of the instrument cluster, and the headlight leveler. Uh, this is the steering wheel. You can pause the multi-information display, attending and declining a call. The dummy buttons here. So good stitching on the steering wheel, leather finish. Even the driver seat is supportive. This is the stock for the lights, and these are the stock for the wipers. Let me show you this. So you get the speed, you get coolant temperature. So there also you can browse through it. Coolant temperature, oil temperature, battery voltage, exhaust fluid, the service. Then you have the range. If you start it, you can see music, messages stored. To setup screen, you can change the time, audio info, the details what you want to change to be speedometer. Then again you can change it for upper left, you can change it to default upper right as well. Then vehicle settings, you can change the vehicle settings, passenger airbag, speed warning, hill start assist. Yeah, those displays. This is the RPM meter, this is the speedometer. Here you get the fuel meter, and this is the battery meter, the temperature meter of the engine. Going to the display, and this side here you get auto start stop system, traction control button. This is for the parking sensors, front parking sensors, hazard light switch. So this is the screen, 10.1 inch Uconnect screen. So let's browse to the display. This is home, climate control system. Okay, this is Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. This car gets GPS navigation as well with Bluetooth connectivity, USB aux. And this is my profile, driver profile display. You have safety assistant, clock and date, phone, Bluetooth, camera, mirror and display, lights. You can interior ambient light. Then your brakes, you can control your brakes as well. Then key off options. We have many settings in the car, which is really good. Notification, system information, you can reset this as well. Now if you go, you have AM radio, Apple CarPlay audio settings, backup camera. So backup camera, as you can see, is the reverse parking camera. Bluetooth comfort controls. So you can check the controls. Rear view camera, screen off. You can switch off the screen. You have device manager. Then you have to connect a phone for that. Your driver profile, FM radio, media, phone. Settings you have stored. Then the settings which I showed to you. So a lot of features in the car. Now for safety, this car gets 6 airbags, ABS with EBD, ESC, traction control as I showed, hill start assist, hill descent control. Then you have adaptive dampers and tire pressure monitoring system. So now let me show you the longitude variant. So the longitude variant gets 225 60 R 17 inches. These alloy wheels, steel wheels we can say, body color door handles, and composite written there in chrome. So you get beige interiors in the longitude variant. This is the after the entry level variant. Beige interiors is beige leather, and fabric on the door pads not leather. Still softer materials are there. You have blacked out wall rims, and you get manual adjust for the driver's seat. So the same information display, and here also you get dual zone automatic climate control and stuff like that. So now you have two engine options. 2-liter diesel with 170 horsepower and 350 Newton meters of torque, and a 1.4-liter turbo petrol with 163 horsepower and 250 Newton meters of torque. Then you have the mileage by ARAI for the 4x4. You get 4x4 in diesel only. For the diesel 4x4 you get mileage around 15 15.3 for the 4x4. Then in the city you can expect around 9 kilometers in the city maximum, and depending on your driving style and highway can stretch it to 13. And the 4x2, the two-wheel drive, you get around 17.3. So 17.3, 2 kilometers up and down. Then the petrol you have 13.8 kilometers per liter. So in the city maximum again you can expect it till 9 and stretch it till 13 depending on driving style. So as soon as the S line gets free, I'll get to that in a bit. Two things I forgot to show you, like the longitude optional doesn't get the panoramic sunroof, so the cost cutting is done there. And the fuel tank capacity of all the engine options, like the petrol and diesel, is 60 liters. Now talking about the S gets the same tire size, but it gets diamond cut alloy wheels, as you can see, really good. And so in the limited and the S variant you get the dual tone treatment like the body paint. So this will be on one color, as I showed, that has a white and black. Now so everything feels same. As you can see, these are the LED tail lights. Looks really good, and S badging here in matte grey. So let me show you the lights. These are the LED DRLs with LED fog lights. You get LED headlights as well. So the Jeep logo is written there. And so this car gets 360-degree parking camera. And so I'll just cruise control system is there in the top end variant. Okay. So it gets auto dimming inside rear view mirror, mirror with twin lights, and same as the case here, mirror with twin lights. Now here you can open the sun blind. As you can see, these are the buttons. Now you have the lights control as well. So you have one touch electric sunroof. Here you can press it and open the boot and close the boot from here as well. So as you can see, will it go further? So that is the maximum. So it brings a lot of airy feeling. It's good for your, what do you say, trips as well, weekend trips. So yeah, really looks good. This is the 10.25-inch multi-information display, which looks really good and slick to use. Time, trip A distance, trip B distance. Then you can change the compass, outside temperature. You can change, like in the case of the other two Jeeps which I showed, the limited, you can take the limited, like you can change the upper left like that. Upper right you can change the tachometer. So let's check. Show with digital theme, hide with digital theme. So yeah, this looks really cool. This is the petrol variant. Odometer, you can change the odometer display as well. You can show it and hide it. Favorite menus, defaults. So you can check the vehicle information, trip info. This is our favorite menus. Let's get into settings. Okay, little bit I would say not that slick to use. It's not showing the trip audio. Let's get into vehicle settings. Passenger airbag, speed warning, hill start assist, passenger. So yeah, these kind of switches are there. Speedometer, tire pressure monitoring system, on the range, fuel. This is the radio, no stored messages, vehicle settings. Let me show it you one just a bit. Cooling temperature, oil temperature. So it's the same thing but in a bigger format. That is a smaller screen, this is a big screen. Trip A, trip B. Screen setup, vehicle settings. These are the vehicle settings. So yeah, a lot of controls here, really good and slick to use. So the difference the top end variant gets 4x4. Not only the top end, all of like the some limited variants get the 4x4. Then you have the 360-degree parking camera, and you have adapted dampers. So yeah, these features stand out a lot. Now you get memory seats as well. As you can see, memory seats here. So you have one touch power windows, as I said earlier. So now the price starts from around 20 to 22 lakhs, and it goes all the way from till 32 lakhs. So yeah, it's an expensive car, but what you get is really worth the money because of its off-road capabilities and the driving feel. It has good space at the rear, like two people will be comfortable for sure. Three if you can squeeze in, as I told, like people like me, as I'm slim and trim. And we know Jeep's reliability really good, really reliable in terms of that. So you get leather here, soft touch here. So the other variants don't get leather, the top end variant gets leather. So the limited and the S variant gets all black cabin, whereas the lower variants get the beige treatment on the inside. So yeah, now overall I would say, like, if you really want to buy this car, you can go for it. It's worth the money, whichever variant. Like for the sport, I wouldn't say go for the base. Like you can go for upper variants for more features and comfort, because you'll get more. The more you pay, the more features you'll get for the price. So this is in competition with the Hyundai Tucson, the not the MG Hector, Tata Harrier. So these cars are really big. This car is little small in terms of size, but it's okay. It's mainly for off-road, so it's really good in off-road. And we know about the Jeep, even the Wrangler standing there, which I had reviewed earlier. So all of them are really good in the off-road capabilities. So yeah, actually I had taken the video 2 days ago, but when in the launch event, but I had lost the video because some or the other problem I had done in the video. So don't worry, I just came to like shoot the cars, but I got all the three variants. I thought I'll show all of them to you. So yeah, thank you so much. Please do like, comment and subscribe. Tell me about what you think about the car. And if you have any doubts, you can comment on Instagram and DM me in YouTube. Yeah, thank you so much.